hard to fly, even if you're just a... Once they make their entry into that position, that's when they could potentially face some resistance in a form of bullets in their faces.
Now, who did all the knocking, they should have kind of moved in for the kill, but again, they're opting for higher ground right now. Zeus is going to take the fight to their comrades as Mongolia goes up against Mongolia with Sweden Mind's Inki taking the first hit. And, well, he is going to be put in the ground while his teammates can just helplessly look from afar. However, I talk about them being a little helpless. They're going to be in problem as well because WzV are going to be pushing up on their position, applying the pressure. But right now, it looks like WzV are going to have their sights set on the boys from Zeus Esports, and judging by the way Abely was kind of hiding behind the wall, keeping his vision towards the side, he is aware that something is happening on top of this mountain.
He is aware. He is definitely aware. Considering how many teams are still in contention, how many players are still alive, all these players are going to be very wary, very paranoid about the potential of this team just jumping on them. But at least Zeus's position, XP, as you pointed out, you know, they're all like a spread compounds and small little shacks and houses around, so they do have the 360-degree vigil, right? So it's going to be very hard for any team to sneak on in. But as we kind of pointed out, most of these teams are very content just lying down, just taking, you know, just going for a quick power nap before the action really happens. And I'm taking a look at the map on my secondary monitor and can see that almost all the other teams have also made their entry. However, they've all opted to head in from Gatka, XP, and that's what P and crew, who have been alone in Gatka for the past half an hour, they're like, wait, why are you guys coming in? Why are you guys disturbing the peace in the neighborhood? They ask his Slayer is getting hunted down. He needs to lob that nade. He needs to lob that nade. And
now, again, a lot of migration taking place all over the place, and looks like Venom Legends are going to be finally put in the spot as they are kind of cornered with just the rock for cover. Now, they have deployed smokes, and but the Revive should be coming in, but Xtreme could be in a position to be taken down, and he is with laser-guided precision.
Laser-guided precision indeed, XP. And yeah, as the circle shrinks further and further, people are dropping by the wayside. However, there's been very few confirmed kills, right? Like, we've lost Paradox. We've lost a couple of members of High Voltage. One member apiece for, you know, Seal, for I8, for R3D losing a couple. P and crew just lost Slayer as well. So still very few casualties, all things considered. But yeah, as it gets smaller and smaller, as you have to start to be reckoned with in their own right. And right now, they don't really have to move, right? Actually, they got the little house, so they can just try and wait by their time. But eventually, they will. So they have to be worried about the fact that P and crew are going to be not necessarily gatekeeping, but right in front of them. So they might want to take the fight early on. Speaking of taking a fight, it's going to be Mafia Ninja and Gyaldon just charging into Deadeyes, guys. And the knock's going to take place. Gyaldon's going to finish off the job. And that is going to be a member lost here pretty early on for Deadeyes, guys. You do have only 2 members.
Oh, yeah, there sooner or later. There you have it. Short stopping fire. That's a beautiful grenade. However, it's a bit too short, and Zebion is still going to be on his feet. In fact, Delta X is taken out with shrapnel instead. That is a beautiful grenade. Downey should be careful. In fact, he gets taken down with a blast from his back. And now it is going to be flipping around. His B squad goes in for the kill. He does spot one. He's going to spot another as well. Wolf goes down. He takes a lot of damage. Taken down instead. It's going to be a 2-on-1 situation now, as Wizzes with Vibes, or 2-on-2 actually. Have a look at that. Delta X is up. They got that revive in, but if they are going to be pushed on by grenades, it will be problematic as they're all clumped together rather in one spot. That just looks devastating, but P and crew is coming to the rescue.
To the rescue for Wizzes, maybe. Bablu's had enough. He's like, screw this. I'm doing it by myself. They're just pushing in. Oh, they're just pushing in one by one, but one by one, they're getting individual fights. And of course, they're going to take them. Malik's going to find one. And suddenly, there's a guy right on top of you, Malik. And it's going to be 420 boy. But Wizzes with Vibes, somehow they survive. XP, this is complete pandemonium. Zeal down to one man standing. That's Zake, who's going to get the res, but Vibes, they know they're in that smoke, and as you pointed out, the nades can be just massively problematic. Wizzes, I have no idea how they still have 4 alive. That makes no sense. And now they're pushing into P and crew, and P and crew decide, yeah, no, we're just getting the hell out of this. Sorry, Laurie. Sorry. We love you, but yeah, sorry about that.
Well, Borex has been left to his demise. His P and crew are going to make their way through. That is, of course, the best decision right now. But Void could be coming in. We could have some shots fired as entry. Does spot the enemy. In fact, he does let loose a few bullets, but his attention is diverted suddenly to another team. As now, Wizzes with Vibes are going to be whizzing by couple on the bike and one in the Jeep. But right now, Future Station are going to have their workout out as they are going to be going down one by one. Looks like, wait a second, another team was right in the fray, but they got taken out. Wizzes with Wives, still a 4-man squad. No, they're not. They get reduced to a 3-man squad. But man, these guys are firing on all cylinders. P and crew, they were caught out in the middle, Blade. They were just caught out in a bad spot.
Yeah, like, oh my god, what is this? What is this? Oh, come on. They just tossed in 100 quadrillion nades there. And somehow Clutch Baba, because obviously his name is Clutch Baba, is still alive. But for how long? That's the question. Clutch Daddy in name. Can he be the Clutch Daddy in the game? Entry, there's nothing he can do. He will eventually meet his demise. And Clutch Baba, he's been spotted out. 1 point of health XP. Literally a sliver of HP. Frypan trying to patch himself up before he goes in for the kill. Clutch Baba's going to be tossing in a smoke to try and sneak his way out or stay alive. But he doesn't have any first aid kits. He's got to be picked up from his teammates. And Frypan's being, might I say, a bit hesitant? No, he's just waiting for his teammates. I like that. And eventually he'll fall to his death. Yeah, that happened.
Also, he was waiting for his teammates. Now, we knew that the opponent was on a sliver of HP. Of course, he did not, as the action is going to keep continuing. The zone is closing in another few seconds. It's going to be pandemonium sooner or later. Assassin could be in trouble. That second grenade could find its mark, but Godless over here with that MG3, trying to lay down some lead in T2K's direction. Joker, on the other hand, is taking tremendous amount of damage from the blue zone as Rules comes under fire. And finally, Void is going to send him to a void of his zone as Mamba slivers closer, trying to get a pickup. But now he has kind of given Void his position away. And it is going to be problematic elsewhere. Malik is going to get shot upon Abely. Random fire in that.
Hey, if it hits, though, it's not random, right? Well, Wizzes, I do wonder how many kills Wizzes has right now, because they've, like, wiped out. Like,
they should be in the double digits.
Yeah, they've wiped out 3 teams already, as far as I reckon. But, yeah, DRS in the meantime, they have also... Yeah, that's it. DRS are out. IA just completely decimated them. And now Zeus Esports, 4 alive. Can they do something? You have Venom Legends. They're coming under, well, not direct gunfire, but nades are being tossed in a general direction. And if you look at his zone XP, there's barely any cover. Void! Oh! Sliver of HP tries to get into cover, duck into cover, but it doesn't find it in time. And now he will be on his knees. Deadeyes, guys, using all the nades they have to try and keep Wizzes in with vibes at bay. But look at this XP. Apart from the hay bales and maybe a couple of trees, there is virtually no cover whatsoever, as Void will finally answer the call of the Void, and he is no more. Venom Legends down to, I believe, just a 2-man squad.
This is when you need to get as close to nature as possible. You need to basically have your chest on the ground. You need to go prone. You need to slither like snakes through the grass if you want to get the job done. Because, like you mentioned, we've got a few hay bales. We've got a couple of trees, 1 shack, and just 1 big rock. But now Godless is going to be opening up on Havoc as Water gets taken down. Havoc is going to be lost right down. He's got 2 opponents around him. But that high rate of fire from that MG3 is going to be too tremendous. It's going to be too powerful for high voltage to do anything about it. And Zeus Esports, let me tell you one thing, these guys are firing again. And they're getting the job done elsewhere. Delta X is in a predicament. He only has that 1 rock for cover, while Steel Shot again, the last man standing for his team. And just as I say that, Abely from afar is going to pull it right between his eyes. And well, with that, Wizzes with Wives are going to be exiting in the 5th position. And of course, Venom Legends go out in 4th, which means now, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final 3 teams. It's going to be Zeus versus Deadeyes, guys, with I8. And talking about Deadeyes, guys, they only have 1 man standing.
Rated, sir. The smoke is a dead giveaway. They know where he is. And look at how fearless Godless is being. They are being extremely tunnel visioned on 1 player. They're going to charge him. Zeus spots him out, and he's got to switch to his gun. Indeed, he will. M4 out. Deadeyes, guys. Rated, sir, doing his best to confirm the kill, which he will. He still stays alive as well. And now, Zeus, they had the advantage for a moment, XP, with all 4 alive, but with the player getting taken down there, it's even Stevens between I8 and Zeus. And Rated Sir is still doing an incredible, a tremendous, a fantastic job staying alive. But finally, Reveuse will find him. And ladies and gentlemen, the Mongolians versus the Pakistanis. Abely, Godless, and Icy going up against Reveuse, Crypto, and Johnny. But a heavy hitter has been found. Crypto is on his knees. And look at Godless running in, trying to get the flank, trying to finish off the job. But Johnny coming in from the sidelines, and I don't think Zeus are ready for this, and that nade could be big. No, it's a little far away from Abely, but Johnny has a perfect line of sight on where Abely's crawling towards.
Johnny's position is still not given away. Abely finally realizing something is going to be on his left as he's now going to be proning in that direction. Johnny with the lovely grenade. That is a bit optimistic. It is close, a bit too short. Elsewhere, Crypto is down. Reveuse is down. And now this could be problematic for Johnny. He's going to be the last man standing against this onslaught of Olympic gods. Now, Zeus, a 3-man squad. They are going to make it look so easy. Again, this is the old Zeus that we have been used to. And now Crypto did get the revive. Looks like he's going to be up on his feet now. Johnny should be shooting from afar. Yes, he does. That is the crossfire they need to build up, as now Zeus are going to be in a little bit of a panic mode. Dare I say that? But now, oh, forget that. Crypto got knocked out, and all eyes are now going to be on Johnny. This is problematic, Blake.
Johnny. Yes, Daddy. Do you got it? Yes, Daddy. He's going to take a shot at Godless, though, but he's got that covered. That little shack is going to be problematic for Johnny. So now he needs to isolate Abely and take him down. But Abely is just crawling around in the grass. Very hard to spot, XP. Now, if you can isolate this particular fight... Oh, he's going for the res! That could be huge. Smoke's being deployed. If you can find a res here, it could be massive, but there's a big gap in the smoke. There's a big gap in the smoke, and it could be spotted out by Icy. Look at Icy going ahead. He's just shooting bullets, and he's going to be running on pass. If they can find a way towards the hay bales, it could be massive, but Abel's going to stand and try and deliver. He spots them. They're trying to prevent the res from coming in, and I don't think they have any more smokes remaining here. But a res in the last second? No, it doesn't. He falls. Reveuse as well. Time is not his friend, and... Can he get it though? He just might XP. He just might. No, he can't. He has to take the fight. Icy at least has been knocked on down. So it's a 1 versus 2. Abely's making a lot of noise, running out, trying to run over to his teammate. He spots at Godless. Almost gets a knock, but Godless will still be alive and kicking, lying prone, trying to patch himself up. This is just a battle of attrition, and Johnny is doing his desperate best to try and stay alive and get the chicken dinner.
The fact that Icy's been knocked out multiple times, if you kind of had a look, he was bleeding out a bit too quick, and right now Johnny is going to be coming into fire. He, in fact, is going to be flashbanged as well. This man is going to be firing blind, as Godless is going to take this moment to switch up his position. Now, he needs to reload that weapon because, well, that MG3 is good only if you have a lot of bullets in it to pump it out at a high rate of speed. Now, Johnny is caught out, and Abely definitely knows his position.
He's got no health kits.
See, if they have a couple of grenades, which I do believe, does anybody have any utilities? It doesn't look like it.
No.
It's gonna be a waiting game right now because the circle is gonna move in about 3 seconds, and Abely is just kind of baiting him out. There you have it. It finally works. He runs a little circle around that hay bale, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment you guys have been waiting for. Everyone was asking, "Hey, whatever happened to the Zeus Esport? Was that the Zeus?"
Well, I mean, it took a while.